Let's talk about Antonio Banderas. You know him as the international movie star, but his story begins far from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Before the fame, before the awards, he was just a boy with big dreams and a world of possibilities ahead of him. Born in Málaga, Spain, in 1960, Antonio grew up in a loving family. His father worked as a police officer, keeping the city safe, while his mother was a dedicated school teacher, inspiring young minds every day. Their support and encouragement shaped his early years. Just a regular kid, José Antonio Domínguez Banderas spent his days running through the sun-drenched streets of Málaga. Like so many Spanish children, his first love was soccer. He dreamed of one day playing professionally, imagining roaring crowds and championship victories. He played non-stop, practicing for hours, rain or shine. Every kick, every goal brought him closer to his dream. His passion for the game was obvious to everyone who knew him. But at 14, everything changed. A serious foot injury shattered his hopes of becoming a professional soccer player. The pain was more than physical. It was the heartbreak of a dream slipping away. It was crushing, a moment that could have ended his ambitions. But sometimes when one door closes, another opens. Life, as it turned out, had other plans for Antonio. At 15, Antonio attended a performance of the musical Hair. The energy, the music, the magic of the stage. It was unlike anything he'd ever experienced. In that moment, something inside him shifted. Suddenly, acting called to him with a force he couldn't ignore. The stage became his new field, the audience his new crowd. He joined a local theater group in Málaga, eager to learn and perform. Surrounded by other passionate young actors, Antonio found a new sense of belonging and purpose. Those first steps on stage changed everything. The thrill of performing, the connection with the audience, it was a feeling he'd never known before. A new dream was born, one that would take him far beyond the streets of Málaga. He traded the soccer field for the spotlight, embracing the world of acting with the same passion he once had for soccer. And from that moment on, Antonio Banderas never looked back, chasing his new dream with all his heart. Antonio Banderas' passion for acting ignited early, and as a teenager, he dedicated himself to the craft with remarkable intensity. He spent countless hours rehearsing lines, studying performances, and dreaming of the stage lights. At just 19, determined to chase his dreams, he left his hometown and moved to Madrid, the vibrant heart of Spain's cultural scene. There, he joined the prestigious Spanish National Theatre, immersing himself in the world of professional acting and learning from some of the country's finest talents. It was here that fate intervened. Antonio met the visionary director Pedro Almodóvar, who immediately recognized his raw energy and unique spark. Almodóvar took a chance on the young actor, casting him in the provocative film Labyrinth of Passion, a move that would change Antonio's life forever and launch his film career. The two quickly formed a creative partnership, becoming a legendary duo in Spanish cinema. Together, they made daring, unforgettable films like Matador and Law of Desire, as well as the international sensation Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown, and the bold, controversial Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, each film pushing boundaries and captivating audiences. These films didn't just make Antonio a household name in Spain, they turned him into a symbol of a new, daring era in Spanish cinema. He was fearless, embracing bold, complex roles that demanded emotional depth and vulnerability, never shying away from a challenge. His magnetic charisma and undeniable talent drew audiences in, making him a standout star wherever he appeared. Spain adored him, and soon the world would discover Antonio Banderas, the actor who would leave an indelible mark on cinema. Next stop, Hollywood, the city where dreams are made and stars are born. For Antonio, it was a leap into the unknown, a place filled with both excitement and uncertainty. In 1989, Antonio moved to America, barely speaking English. He arrived with little more than hope, determination, and a suitcase full of ambition. Every street, every face, every word was new. He learned his lines phonetically for his first big U.S. film, The Mambo Kings. Each night he practiced for hours, repeating words he didn't yet understand, driven by a desire to prove himself. His dedication paid off. He landed roles in Philadelphia Desperado and Interview with the Vampire. These films introduced him to American audiences and showcased his incredible range. Desperado made him a global star, pairing him with Salma Hayek. Their chemistry lit up the screen, and Antonio's charisma was impossible to ignore. He worked with Hollywood legends like Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and Sylvester Stallone. Each collaboration pushed him further, earning respect from peers and critics alike. Antonio brought Spanish passion and energy to every role. His performances were magnetic, blending intensity with vulnerability and captivating audiences everywhere. He proved talent knows no language barrier. Audiences everywhere loved him, inspired by his journey and authenticity on screen. Hollywood had a new leading man. Antonio's name was now synonymous with international stardom and artistic courage. And Antonio was just getting started. His journey was only beginning, with even greater roles and adventures ahead. Antonio became an icon. Zorro, Che and Evita, and the unforgettable Puss in Boots. He's a star on and off screen, once married to Melanie Griffith and father to Stella Banderas. He even directed films showing his creative range. Antonio keeps working. Oscar-nominated for Pain and Glory, starring in Indiana Jones and new thrillers. His passion never fades. From Malaga's soccer fields to Hollywood's red carpets, he's inspired millions. He broke barriers for Latino actors. His journey is about hard work, passion, and never giving up. Málaga is proud, and so are we. Antonio Banderas, a true legend.